Is this the coolest Microtech Ram-Lok knife ever made? I think it is. I got this in today. This is not an unboxing, but it's as close as you can get without it being an unboxing. I literally just opened this up minutes ago. I just checked it out. I just had to. I was too excited. Couldn't shoot a video. So it was very brief, right? I looked at this very briefly, but this is the relatively new amphibian from Microtech. If we can get some focus here. There we go. This is not a new model. The amphibian has been around in Microtech lore, Microtech world for a long time, but it went away. And we haven't seen a production amphibian in a long, long time. And in true Microtech fashion, they came out with some customs, and then they did the production line and the signature series line. So I was lucky enough to snag one of these. Now I know I'm not the first person to feature this knife. These are really hard to get a hold of. They sell out very, very fast. But I happened to score one in a drop the other day, and this was the final configuration they had, so I grabbed it. Now this is the third Ram-Lok style model that I have. In fact, I've got them all. There's only three. There's the MSI, there is the, right here, the Stitch, and then the newest one is the amphibian here. And I know it's maybe a little too early to say, but so far, this is my favorite one. This thing is awesome. It just has all the things that I want in a Microtech manual folder, and it doesn't have any of the things that I didn't love about the MSI and the Stitch. Like, I like the Stitch. It's got a cool, aggressive design, but it's just something about it isn't quite there. I really like it, but it just isn't fully there for me in terms of the overall design, how they did the blades, stuff like that. The MSI, same thing. It's fine. It just doesn't quite do it for me all the way. This one does. This is really, really cool. And so glad to get one of these. Now, you know, what I hate is when you get something like this and you immediately are like, yes, this is the one. This one's awesome. Absolutely love it. You start creating those little plans of like, well, I got to get another one. I need to get the carbon fiber, DLC, so on and so forth, which I definitely do. This thing is absolutely killer. I love this recurve. Recurves have kind of gone out of fashion for a long time. And I think Microtech, you know, played their cards right by holding off on this model till now. Because I think recurves are ready to come back, baby. I think they're ready to come back and be in style again, because they are awesome. This looks just like, you know, Emerson Commander, like just that classic recurve kind of design. Very functional when you're doing draw cuts. You connect here and then it just pulls this hump right through, and it's also great for cutting through material because it captures that material in this recurve here. The biggest complaint with recurves is they're hard to sharpen. They're hard to sharpen. A minor recurve like this isn't that big of a deal as long as you're not using super, super wide stones or something like that. It's not as hard as you think it is to sharpen recurves. And most importantly, right, they are sexy as hell. Look at that blade. So this has a M390 blade, M390 MK, the proprietary M390. I mean, you know, I looked into it briefly. The MK version, I don't see a lot there. It is what it is. I consider it M390, but technically it's their proprietary version. It's got a slight augmentation of some of the materials supposedly, but in terms of performance, I haven't seen anything conclusive saying it's better or worse, but it is what it is. And then you got this beautiful stone-washed recurve blade. I wish it was apocalyptic. I love that apocalyptic finish, but this is a close runner up there. And I also love how these two grinds just meet in this nice S right here. The flat ends very abruptly right here. Woo, looks nice. I also like that this has thumb studs. Very cool and very well executed thumb studs. They work very, very well. I've had other people point this out. It seems to be random whether you get the hardware on the show side or the lock side. It's kind of interesting. Same with the pivot. For some reason they chose the functional side as the show side, and in my opinion the prettier side is the lock side, almost making the lock side the Instagram picture side, if you know what I mean. It's got the G10, it's got the fluting. This one has bidirectional fluting. So the fluting on like this Stitch here is all just same direction, uniform. This one actually changes depending on where it's at. It appears to follow pretty much the same on the flats, and then this choil here, it kind of follows that. Looks very, very good. Lots of strength here in the screws. You got a big full titanium pocket clip here. The other feature of the Amphibian that is noteworthy is this pocket clip, which is somewhat reminiscent of some of the newer pocket clips on the OTFs. I mean, it's not exactly like that, but it somewhat looks like it. Amphibian, it's got the date, USA, Microtech. Not super deep carry, you can see. I don't care about that. I've spoken about that before. But honestly, not that much different. Like if you look at what's peeking out, I guess realistically, it's closer down here, honestly. I'm kind of going up a little high. Not that big of a difference. I like the look of milled standard pocket clips like this as opposed to the deep carry ones, but I know different people like different things. Let's do a size comparison between these two. Ooh, I cut my handkerchief. You can see how big this is. It is a beast. Let's get a weight. Why not? It is a monster beast. So the Stitch, you're looking at 6.1. It's a chunky monkey. This one, I'm guessing 5.4. Oh, 6.0. Wow. This feels way lighter. I guess maybe it's just due to the size. Plays kind of a trick on your mind where you think it's lighter because it's light for how big it is. I don't know. That was very surprising. I thought it was going to be lighter than that. I guess it makes sense when you look at it. It's not like it's particularly thinner. It has the same Ram-Lok mechanism, same style construction. You've got this cool kind of quasi-floating backspacer going on there. Gear pattern that sticks out. Man, just when I thought I couldn't stand to like any more models, this Amphibian is something else. This is really, really nice. I would highly recommend getting one of these. This one locks up like a bank vault, just like my Stitch here. I've had a few have a little bit of, I hate to say play, but a little bit of, I don't know, clicks a little bit. But this one, let's get a closer look here. This one is nice. Centered, reversible pocket clip, everything is fantastic on this. I think I'm pretty happy with the tan. This is all they had left. I think the black looks better, but you seem to see that one a little bit more, so it's kind of cool to have something a little bit different. But man, that's cool. Let's get a size on this. So 4-inch blade, overall length is like 9 1/4, almost 9 1/2. It's a monster. This is a monster knife. Really, really cool. So glad to add this into the collection. What do you think? What do you think? Is this better than the Stitch? I know it's, objective, right? It's the same mechanism, same build, same materials. So it really just comes down to which one of these would you rather have in your pocket? I'm going Amphibian, and I don't think it's just because it's the latest. It could be. We'll see. I think I legitimately really like this, but I'm also a sucker for recurve, so I'm biased. Let me know down below, what do you think of the Amphibian? All right, guys, catch you later.